is important, and it's really important to reset every single day of our life so that the pain of yesterday do not overflow to next day. It's very important, and it is about set of activities which we finished. And yes, very good to see. Okay, not all, but yes, I think there were around 25 odd people, 25, 27 something, like we connected in the morning 6 a.m. and really performed the first day of this habit. Okay, देखो guys, I again repeat that same statement. All throughout your life, your 24 hours are going to remain static. Okay, that is the same hours that you will always have. And if you, it's a one time thing, right? It's never going to change. You always will have 24 hours. And if you learn how to master that 24 hours, there is nothing beyond that. Okay, so if you really know how to use these 24 hours for maximum results and success, automatically you will get most out of your life. Okay, this is what it is. And engage with yourself. Okay, so yes, I understand different people might have different morning priorities, but if you're not able to give that time 6 to 7, so you relook at how do you want to configure it. Okay, and maybe you can just share your morning routine timing with me, so that on WhatsApp, so that I can have a quick review of that. But guys, don't overlook it, and don't just say I'll not do it, or I am too much busy because other than success, if you are busy with some other thing, that doesn't really make sense. Okay, so all the hard work will just disappear if you are not really focused. Fine, this is what it is. Now, as part of today's session, okay guys, every session is important. It's all critical for success and growth. As part of today, we are going to discuss about one major reason about how people accomplish success versus the differentiator between non-successful people. Okay, and you take any successful person, these are result oriented people. Okay, this is what it is. All successful people get results, and not like after spending too much time. Okay, the point is they work so smartly, so faster, and they get results fatafat. That's what is the differentiation. Nothing but they are productive people. Okay, they know how to best use their time and to get maximum output in limited time. So if you can build that, okay, so if you can build that kind of a personality, automatically you will get a lot of results in your life. And all the non-successful people, they don't really understand how you can engage with the time, and accordingly they lose a lot of it. They make mistakes and then they don't recover from the mistakes. They keep repeating the same mistakes again and again, and then they stop here, they stop there, and eventually all the results get dragged. And then they draw conclusions ki maybe success is not meant for me, or other people are lucky, they become successful, my life is always like this only. And there are problems. Okay, so one way of living is productive way of living, getting results. The other way of living is really struggling and then drawing wrong conclusions. I cannot do it, I'm not capable, and then extracting different meanings out of it. Okay, fine. So this is what it is. We need to really understand how should we navigate our life for success. Okay, whatever rest of the people do, that is their headache, but you need to make sure how do you get productive results in your life uh, in order to accomplish success. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen, and one by one we are going to discuss about techniques, the topic, everything very granularly. And just guys, make a commitment to yourself from tomorrow onwards itself. You will try to live a better version of life all throughout the day to get more results. Okay, you try to overcome your laziness, you try to improve your focus, improve your attention span. Guys, you need to make commitments to yourself. Nobody else is going to come. Okay, so thoda sa guys, once you know these things, after that don't delay the action part. Okay, already delay karte karte we have reached to wherever we are in our life. अब यहाँ से ऊपर जाना है, it has to just go in the upward direction. Okay, fine. Now one thing you need to understand guys, if you want to really be productive, get results, okay, you need to bring down your laziness and improve in your energy. Your energy levels should go up, and your inactivity, laziness, array, I'm not feeling like doing things slowly, that laziness should come down and energy levels in your body should grow up. Yes or no? The people who are more energetic, उनको लग के लगता है कि they might do something. When you see energetic people, there is hope that these people will do something. Compare it with those who are not energetic, you just feel like क्या ही करेंगे, like what can they really do? Now the point is, how do you get energetic? Okay. Now देखो, few simple things. Yes, you need to have a proper sleep. You need to eat a proper food. Yeah, these are the basics of gaining energy in the body. But guys, I was reading about one thing, and there this very nice dimension was shared, how to improve your energy levels in body. And the person said ki your energy level can be improved with physical actions, with physical activities. Okay, you can build up an energy by just changing the state of your body. Okay, for example, just let's say right now, if you're feeling lazy, simple, if you're feeling lazy, if you're not feeling like doing anything, you're, let's say, lying on a sofa and you feel like, nahi, abhi 30 minutes I don't want to move, maza aa raha hai. Right? If you want to change this state, okay, what that guy is simply saying is energy can be built based upon physical movement of your body. What he's simply suggesting, just change the state, nothing but push yourself to wake up from the sofa and maybe stand up and just start doing some skipping rope. Okay, if you do it for 5 minutes, all of a sudden you will feel too much activated, you will not even feel like sleeping on the couch again. Okay, nothing but guys, what does this mean? Energy can be built into yourself. So that's a miracle. If you can physically do something which charges your body up, automatically whatever work you do, you will be more focused in that work. And whatever you do with more focus, results will come even better. Okay, this is how it is. Everything is directly proportional. If you are lazy, just sleeping, doing things in a relaxed manner, the mind is half asleep, your body is too much peaceful. Whatever work you're trying to do with that attitude, you are already compromising on that. Your brain is not working to its 100%. Your body is also so much dull. Results will also not come, and you will struggle with so many things. Okay, and accordingly, everything is going to go bad in your life. And unfortunately, okay, let me really tell you the one major problem which has happened because of this work from home culture since past 2 years, since COVID time. Yes, there are positives, negative, but let me tell you the damage which has happened to the society. Okay, even to students, even for working professionals. Okay, nobody is there to monitor you. And what happens when a human being, nobody is monitoring, we just become casual. Okay, and unknowingly what happened to the society, majority of the people, is that activeness disappeared. Okay, even if let's say you're listening to classes, everything online classes started for all. Okay, what was the level of your seriousness? Let me promise you, 90% of the people were not serious. Okay, not serious at all. Even working professionals, 80% of the working professionals, this was really taken survey and stats, they became too much lazy while working from home. The reason being key, in their beds itself, in the bedroom, on the bed, they just took on laptop, started to working there. And in the bed, your brain and the body is physically wired to actually take a sleep, take a nap. So what is happening in your bed itself? If you open the laptop and starting to work, your mind will say, let's take casual, let's take a sleep. And what happens when you go back and back towards sleeping and resting position, your brain doesn't work properly. It is already relaxed, and whatever work you do, you will not even get results. And many of the students, even, I don't know, right now there are people like, but cameras are off. Okay, there will be people right now in a very relaxed position, nothing but sleeping, watching on sofa, or just having the phone somewhere and just listening. Now, do you really think, just guys, you need to observe for yourself, do you think your brain is working at its 100% capacity? No. because you're already so much casual, your mind is casual, your body is casual, your attention will not be coming here. And with so much of laziness and comfort, you will not be focused. And if you're not focused, you will miss out things here and there. You will not take proper actions. And as an end result, you will not be getting the result of the same discussions which we are doing. And guys, this is not a one time thing. This becomes a behavior. Okay, every single time, no matter what you are doing, you will take this kind of a lazy mind and a lazy body and try to do things like that, and automatically, guys, you will not get results, and small things will look so much problematic for you, and as a end result, output will not come. And because output will not come, people will start frustrating. What you need to do, you need to change the state of your mind and the body. Okay, everybody, if you want to be more productive, start by training yourself, because nobody else is coming. Your parents will not come, your teachers will not come. Now you're all grown ups, you need to own your life. If you say you want success, it will not come for lazy people, average, casual, lazy. They go, it's like when your mind is not working to its fullest, when your body is not in an energy state, you cannot actually achieve success, because you will put half attempt in everything, results will be half. But when you're more involved, all alert, your brain will work to its best possible capability, ideas will come, strategies will come, and then you think, then you apply, then results will come. So guys, my sincere request to all of you people, no matter whatever you are doing, at whatever job, whatever career, but make it a thing. If you really want to succeed at your work and in anything, you need to put your mind and the body in an energetic state. Okay, then only you will be able to learn better, implement better. So you need to change your mind and the body state into energetic form, which is first of all, okay, if you're doing anything focused, don't sit on your bed. If required, sit on the ground. Okay, just awake. Like I'm right now sitting on the ground. Okay, I have a table and chair. While I'm working for the office, I sit on the table and chair or on the ground with this table. Okay, I precisely avoid the bed, because I know ki if I work one day on the bed, by end of the day, my mind and the body will be so much relaxed and tired. But if I do the same work on table and chair, so what I've done is my state I have changed. And guys, I'm not doing it for anybody. I'm doing it so that I get better results at whatever I do. That's what will happen to you. If you allow yourself to sleep, if you allow yourself to just relax and stay casual, guys, with half energy, nothing will come. Okay? So this is what I'm trying to say. Step number one for building up energy, change the state. If you feel too much lazy, wake up from that, do some jumping jacks, skipping rope, spot jogging, whatever. Change that state so that you can feel more energy, and then sit. Okay, don't sleep or lie down or casual. Guys, देखो, chill time when comes, yes, you take a sleep. But when productive time is there, maybe you are learning a course or working at office, please don't sleep. Okay, because mind is not working to its best capability, but small things also will drag, and then that will have a reverse consequence. So first thing is changing your state. So sit on a table and a chair or on the ground, but in an active state. Okay, take your mind and the body there, and that's the first step. Because if you are in that, then only all the other techniques which we are going to discuss will work. Because with a lazy mind and a lazy body, no matter what technique you apply, you will not get the result, because you will apply it even just half, and that doesn't work out. Okay, so first conclusion, guys, everybody write it down. Okay, okay, the topic you can say being productive. And this productivity is required for getting more results. So topic is being productive. Okay, just write down the first thing. Okay, whenever doing focused value add work, it could be anything. I'm not saying always be focused, but जो काम की चीज है, while you are working or learning something, then you have to have focus. While watching movies, yes, relax. Okay, so but do things properly. Okay, whenever doing focused slash value add work, okay, comma, put your mind and the body, put your mind and the body into energetic state, as you have to train yourself, your mind and the body. These are the things nobody trains, but you need to do it for yourself. That's what I am saying. Study success, you will figure out all these things. Okay, so put your mind and the body into energetic state. Okay, and just take a sub point there. Okay, sit on table, chair, into bracket, away from your beds while working. Simple. If you start training it, it will happen. Okay, it's not like it will not happen, but slowly you have to train yourself. Okay, if you actively decided to do, okay, I will definitely improve in this area, you will improve. Okay, it's really good, it's easy, it can be done, it's not tough at all. Okay. Now there are multiple things today we will be discussing about productivity. Okay, chalo, let me share my screen. One by one, let's understand these things. Okay, this is the notepad. Now, for getting results, there are around 5 to 6 key tips we are going to discuss. Okay, few techniques you already know because we have discussed it a few days ago itself as well. But now, okay, key rules for getting results. देखो guys, you need to understand that there will be a lot of techniques available. If you start googling, if you start finding, there will be a lot of information and all that. There are few things which I have applied all throughout my 12 years of IT experience, and I got very nice productive results. So whatever worked for me, I am sharing you those techniques. Okay, whatever I know, whatever I applied and I got results, I'm sharing you those techniques. There could be something else as well, okay, if you hunt. But ultimately it boils down to you have to implement it. Just knowing is not going to bring any difference. That's what I'm saying. From tomorrow onwards, or maybe right now, if you are sleeping and listening to this session, please wake up. Accidentally किसी के कैमरा ऑन हो जाते हैं पता चलता है बंदा सो रहा है, chill. Don't do that. You are actually cheating with yourself. Okay, that's going to backfire on your life like anything. Okay, with compromised efforts you want success, it doesn't come. Your struggle will grow in your life. So please teach yourself. Okay, go wash up your face, sit in a separate section, listen to it full 100% with activeness, make notes of whatever we are doing. When you involve, then you will grasp the learnings, and then you will start getting more value out of these things. Okay guys, your life, your rules, but I just want to give you the right direction. Okay, fine. Few rules, okay, for getting results. First, we already spoke about this 5-second rule. This is the ultimate tool to stop overthinking. Okay, the best point to stop overthinking is the starting point itself. Okay, because if you start getting into the thoughts now, then it multiplies. Okay, whether should I do this or should I don't do it. Okay, and if you allow these thoughts to further go, the mind is going to make you like, let's not do it and blah blah blah. Okay, now basically how your mind should work is whenever you want to take any action, okay, rather than hesitating, simply do a 5-second rule, which is count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As soon as one happens, just do it. That's it. Okay, don't overthink things. Unnecessary problems will be created if you start overthinking, and your mind is actually a tool filled with so many thoughts, and a lot of negative thoughts it will throw at you, and you will end up not taking the right actions. Okay, so what you need to do is understand the simple rule. For taking actions, apply 5-second rule. Nothing but as soon as the first thought comes to you, hey, I should do this, immediately do a countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One happens, straight away do that. Because देखो guys, Internally you will get lot of vibes. Yeah, I should do this, I should do that, I have to learn something new. But point is, you don't immediately take action on that, and then the thought disappears just within next 30 seconds itself. Okay? So next time onwards, whenever you get that positive thought, I should do something with my life, or I should upgrade myself, or do something here, or finish some work, immediately count down 5 4 3 2 1 and throw your body out. Okay, beat, you can apply this rule at any place. Waking up in the morning, apply 5 4 3 2 1, do it. Next, last week we said secondary goals, may you need to set up alarm. As soon as the alarm rings, simple 5 4 3 2 1, just go and do it. But if you allow yourself to double think on that, automatically your mind and the body will give you so many things कि नहीं 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 करते. Okay? So this is a hack by which you will start taking more actions. Simple 5-second rule. Whenever you want to take actions, as soon as the first thought comes, I should do something, count down and do it. That's it. It will work like anything. You can apply at multiple things in your life, this rule. Okay? So fine. Write down just first one, 5-second rule. Okay? Fine. Second. Okay, this is good. 80-20 principle or 80-20 rule. Okay, all it is also called as Pareto principle. These are the things which we have to apply it onto our day-to-day life. The second is Pareto principle, 80-20 principle. Now this is really interesting. Okay, so let's just try to check this out. Okay, that guy did a lot of study. Okay, Pareto did a lot of study, and finally he concluded that 80% of the result will come from 20% of the actions. Okay, what does this mean? 80% of the results will come from 20% of the actions. There are multiple variations of it, but at a high level, okay, 80% results will come from 20% of the actions. What does this mean? Let's say you want to do job hunting and you want to get the job. Okay, you need to identify, there are like so many ways of doing it, so many techniques will be there, ideas will be there, strategies will be there. Okay, do this, do this, do this, you'll get the job. Follow this thing like this, like this, like this, you'll get the job. You need to identify what is the core 20% of these ideas which will give you maximum result. Because out of all the ideas for getting the job, next 80%, even if you do it full 100% right, you will not get that much of output. That's what Pareto principle observed over a period of time is proving. Okay, you need to identify the core 20% of any given situation and put your full efforts in doing that, and you will get maximum results in whatever you're trying to do. This will save a lot of your time. Many people are working really hard, putting a lot of effort, but if you put effort on the remaining, non-essential part, no matter how much hard you work, end result will not come to you. Okay, so what Pareto principle is saying, given any problem, try to identify the core 20%. Okay, which is the main action. If you do that, maximum result will come in your life. And once you identify it, double down your efforts to just finding them. Okay, simple, guys. So next time onwards, whatever problem you are in, there might be 1,000 techniques for solving that problem, but try to identify which are the core 20% techniques. If you apply that, maximum results will come for you. And choose those actions, because you have limited time and you have to use your time wisely. That is what 80-20 principle says. 80% results will come from your 20% core actions. Okay, so guys, write down the second rule, 80-20 principle or Pareto principle. Okay, and you can just write one liner about it. 80% outcome comes from 20% actions. Okay, now next tip, These are all tips for getting result. Okay, next tip, touch it once. Touch it once. Okay, here you go. What exactly this tip? It's simple. Okay, here you go. For small items, don't give so much of breaks. Any small work, if you're trying to do, touch it one means once you take up a work, finish it till closure. Don't be like, Abhi, now let me do it for like a couple of hours and then tomorrow I will do it next time. Don't do that kind of thing. Touch it one means once you pick up some work, take it towards a closure. And generally, for all few hours of activity, you should finish it in one go. Not trying to break, ki aaj itna karunga, kal itna. If the work is small in size, finish it. Okay, that's what it is. Touch it once. Don't take too much, ki aaj itna, then tomorrow, then day after tomorrow. That's going to drag your work like anything. So that's where the third rule comes. Touch it once. Take the work, complete it fully. And for all smaller items, you should definitely follow this and you will get more results. So guys, write it down. The third technique, touch it once. Okay, touch it once. Apply this, guys. Print this on a piece of paper, and tomorrow onwards, whatever you're working on, try to apply it there. And you will find that better results will start coming out of your every single day. Guys, implementation is everything here. Okay. Next, fourth rule. Okay. Start with the hardest task first. Just write down the fourth rule, guys. Start with the hardest task first. Okay, there is also this thing. Even alias for this is, there is a book written by Brian Tracy, Eat the Frog First technique. It's one in the sea. Okay, I've literally applied it so many times and it gives results, guys. All these are simple techniques, but it will give you results. 5-second rule. Whenever you want to take actions, count down 5, do it. Next, 80-20 principle. Okay, try to find the core 20% of the tasks. If you do that, maximum output will come. So by that way, don't waste your time on non-important things. It is just time killer. You will feel like, I'm working so much hard, nothing is happening in my life, because you are working hard on the wrong items. You need to fix this core part so that results come nicely. Next, touch it once. Take a task, finish it till closure. Don't give so much of planning today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Small things, finish it in one go. Touch it once. Fourth comes, start with the hardest task first. Eat the frog first. What exactly this means? Okay. We are going to discuss this as part of even in our IT related topics. Okay, when we are talking about sprints, the same topic will be coming there. The things which are not clear to you, uncertain, where there could be questions, unknown, okay, the things which are having not clarity, try to do those things first. Guys, make it a lifelong strategy. No matter whatever work you are trying to do, there will be always some things that you are very confident that this you can finish it, versus there will be something which is unknown, not clear. So you need to eat that thing first. Okay, let's say you're trying to work on a project mein there is a simple task, you know that you can finish it properly. Now there is some unknown task or there are dependencies there and you don't know whether you will be able to get it smoothly or not. Always first choose that complex piece. Why? Because when you are doing things there, if there is unknown or uncertainty, the problems will come immediately in front of you, and then you can reach out to other people for help. And let's say if you are delaying this complicated piece and in the end you take it and then the problem comes, then the project timeline is going to get delayed. Okay, now what will happen is last moment you will end up saying, hey, we cannot deliver this work. It happened because your implementation strategy was wrong. Okay, but in the end customer will be unhappy. You are saying we cannot deliver this. The problem is we did not work on the right task. So first take up the complex part, because when you're working on that, there itself you will get the clarity whether you will be able to solve it or not. Okay, and if it is not happening, up ahead early itself you can tell to the customers and everyone, okay, this problem cannot be solved and why it can be there, all that, and then it will be handled properly. But if you tell the same in the last moment, it is going to make your project very bad. Okay, so this is what simple. Whatever is unknown or uncertain or the hardest part, take that first. Why? Because if you finish that first, rest of the things becomes pretty easy, because you already know that you can do it. And by this approach, your life will always be peaceful. Reverse approach, if you take easy item, even though you are working on the easy item, you know that you can finish it, but in the mind you're always thinking, array, but that complicated work is still there, still there, still there. So while you are working on the easy item, still you will be in tension. कि, "अरे, uska kya hoga? What will happen about that work, that work, that work?" And so that means initially also you were in worried, and when you are working on the already be worried, plus there is time crunch already there, so you will be more stressed out in work. Okay, more tension will come, more stress and pressure will come, because you chose the wrong approach. So simply do this. Whatever is the complicated piece, the hardest piece, first pick that for working. Let the problem, because this is again, face your problem strategy. Yesterday we said, right, whenever a problem comes, we have to change our personality. Ke bhai, challenges ko pehle dekhte, let's tackle that first, so that result starts coming nicer. Okay, so fine. So write it down, guys. Start with the hardest task first. Even it is called as eat the frog first strategy. Yeah, frog is like nobody would like to eat a frog. But even if you want to do it, don't delay it. Ke bhai, month end mein frog khaunga. Entire month you will be worried that I have to eat a frog on January end. The technique says you eat the frog today itself, so that remaining 29 days you will be happy. कि चलो खा लिया, खत्म हो गया अभी, peaceful. That's what it is. If you delay the hardest part for later, all throughout the month you will be worried, and in the end it is going to be disaster anyways. Right? So this is what it is. Okay. Now next, the fifth rule. Now this is important. Okay. You have to understand this very properly. Okay. Urgent versus important. You have to use this for making a lot of decisions in your life. Urgent versus important items. This is the core decision maker. Ki bhai, what you should do. Otherwise, they go, what is happening is people have so many things to be done. They put a lot of efforts also, but in the end, they are not getting the right results. And why it is happening is they are not making the right decisions. Which task to work, how much to work, when to close. So this urgent versus important is going to help you to understand. Okay, so fine, let me share you a browser window here. Okay, a second. Fine. There have been a lot of great people who have developed these kind of things. Yeah, it's visible, right? There is this matrix, Eisenhower matrix, urgent versus important. Just observe it for a moment. It is a matrix. Okay, here it's an important row. So this talks about important, this talks about urgent, this is not urgent, and this is not important. So if you really look at this matrix, it is 4 by 2 by 2. Okay, so this first becomes urgent and important. Next, not urgent but important. Next, not important but urgent. Urgent is like you have to do it immediately. Okay, next, not important and not urgent. And this fourth belongs into not important, not urgent. What this rule simply says, and guys, try to apply this, you will be able to make better decisions, what to do when. Okay, that will really open up a lot of clarity for you. Okay, what does this simply say? Any task that you get, try to put it into any one of this quadrant. Ask yourself a question: how much important it is? Is it important? Is it not important? And if it is not important, is it urgent or is it not urgent? So urgent is like you have to do it immediately. versus not urgent is it is fine, you can even do it later. So any work, any task, maybe your project, maybe your personal life, any task can be added into any one of this category. And then this rule, this matrix says how to handle every rule, every of that category. So if it is important and it is urgent, you need to do it immediately. Okay. If it is important work and you have, it is urgent, you have to do it. So then you have to do it immediately. Okay. Versus if it is urgent, matlab you have to do it. It's urgent. You cannot like not do it right now. If it is urgent, but it is not important. Okay. Then the rule says ki bhai, try to delegate it. Let's understand. Delegate matlab try to give it to somebody who can do it for you. Okay guys, देखो ओवर स्मार्ट तो नहीं बनना है लाइफ। अपना सारा का सारा काम, पब्लिक अपना इंपॉर्टेंट काम भी दूसरों को डेलीगेट करने लगेंगे। दैट्स व्हाट गाइस, देखो बीइंग सक्सेसफुल इज अ रिस्पांसिबिलिटी, काम चोरों के लिए नहीं है। यू हैव टू टेक योर ओनरशिप, like success is a responsibility, as simple as that. That's what people with right power should become successful, not everybody. Okay. And because they will misuse these things, and that's a wrong thing to do. Okay. So what it says is ki, if the things are urgent you have to do it, but if it is not important, okay, then try to give it to somebody else, delegate it so that somebody else can finish it. But if you don't find that somebody else, then in that case you have to do it yourself, right? But always first preference should be give it to somebody else who can finish this work for you. Okay. Because it is not important, or maybe you can batch these things together, all these kind of not important urgent wale items. Maybe you can say everything I will close it on weekend. Now you have to see, is it okay to pile it up on weekend urgent one? But point is, try to delegate it to somebody who can do it. But if you are not able to find someone like that, you take it and finish it. Okay. That's how it is. But first priority, whenever you're doing any task, try to always have first close these items. Okay. Next, if you're having this, try to empty these two as early as possible. Look what this matrix says. Maximum time we should spend up here in schedule and execute. If you are able to do that, that means your life is in control. Thoda samjho guys, this is important. Okay. All throughout your life, maximum time you have to spend here. Then your life will get maximum results. If you are ending up in urgent section always, you will be frustrated out of life, because everything for you is an emergency. It has to be done today only, otherwise this will happen. It has to be done like this, otherwise this will happen. And you will always be frustrated, irritated if you live much in urgent basis. Somebody said this very beautiful thing ki, my urgent work is never important and my important work never becomes urgent. Okay, thoda sa just understand here what the person said ki, my important work never becomes urgent. That means whatever is important, the person already plans it and finishes it properly so that it never becomes a burning situation. Okay, let me repeat that again. That person said important work never becomes urgent for me. So nothing but whatever is important in your life, you need to identify all that and then you need to plan it. When are you going to work on those items? But don't let it happen by itself so that it will all end up in being urgent for you. Okay. So what does it mean? Whatever is important to be done in your life, but it is not an urgent situation, schedule it, which means plan it. Okay, so this is not urgent, I will do it over weekend, or I will do it next week, or I will do it maybe next month, because these things are important but not right now. And then whenever that time comes, go ahead finishing it. By that way, you will realize that you will never feel frustrated and tensioned in your life. When urgent things happen, what happens is today itself you might have to finish 5 things. But when you are scheduling it, arranging it, you will never plan 5 things to be done in one day. You might say, oh, one thing I will finish next Monday, another thing let me target for Wednesday. By that way, your important work is never going to overflow your mind and make you stressed and tension. That is where the thumb rule is for getting productive results in your life. Maximum time you have to live here, not in a firefighting mode ki problem aaj hi karna hai, aaj hi karna hai. Here you will be frustrated. And why the things will come here? Because you are not thinking ahead in advance. Because this is the leadership quality. You have to see it in future, in next 1 week, in next 2 weeks, in next 1 month. What are the important things that I should do? And then you have to plan it and finish it like that. If you don't do that, everything will come like a dead end into your lives, and that is going to be a problem. Because when dead end happens, what, there is no other way. But if you see that, okay, there is a roadblock in 1 kilometer from now, you will take a different turn now only, and that's what is possible when you live in this flow. And then comes the last section, guys. Not important and not urgent items. Simply it's saying, don't even do that. If something is not important, something is not urgent, basically just waste of your time. यहाँ पे even as an example he's saying social media delete it, watching TV delete it. अब बंदा बहुत serious हो गया है successful लेके, ठीक है, video games, junk food. देखो, we tend to do this, but bring it as low as possible. Right? Don't waste a lot of time, because these are not going to add much value to your life. It is just time wasters. So getting that sense of responsibility. Okay, so just grasp it in your mind. You say you want to become successful. This is the system, and everything that we are discussing. But it needs to be practiced. You need to follow it. Then it will give results. Guys, life में results does not come automatically. You have to work for that. And all these things, if you really make it a way of living, results will come and you'll be more happy with your life. Okay, fine. So that is what was the next thing. Just take one liner about this. Okay, urgent matrix that we have written. Just take one liner about this. Try to live maximum time. Try to live maximum time in important and not urgent box. Try to live maximum time in important and not urgent box. Simple, guys. All these things can be built into a habit. Okay, gradually rahega, but things will happen. Okay, now let's talk about this. This is good. Okay, this is really required stuff for getting results. Now we have still like 15 minutes for the session. I want to introduce a technique. So keep this as the base foundation. Okay, daily remind yourself about this. Write it somewhere, daily read it. And whenever you're working, keep this paper in a short sticky note. Maybe write these rules, stick it on your workstation so that it will help you to take actions accordingly. This is how I do while I was in my office. So on my sticky notes, I used to attach in my board all the important things, so that working on that, it reminds, oh, I have to keep that as my thought process. Okay. Now it's not a one-time thing, you have to make it. But now important, guys, while working throughout the day, there is one very beautiful technique called as Pomodoro technique. You simply live by this, and you will find you will end up more happy and more result oriented in your life. Okay. Now, how your entire day should be like if you want to have a result oriented day. Let's take it with the example of this Pomodoro. Guys, it is going to take some time to go towards this system. Okay, it will not happen all of a sudden, but try doing it. Gradually you will become that person. How does your result oriented day look like? Okay, there are multiple techniques. Okay, first I'll tell you 18-minute rule. Okay, we are going to break down how your day should be in order to get more productive results. Okay, 18-minute rule. Okay, बंदा simple बोलता है. Okay, 5 minutes in morning, 5 minutes in evening. Okay, simple. 18-minute rules of productivity. This technique we are going to apply that. Okay, we are already applying it actually along with the morning batches and all that. Okay, 5-minute rule. It says 18 minutes rule. It says 5 minutes in the morning. Do day planning. What do you want to do? Next, 5 minutes in the evening. Do day review. Okay, whatever you planned, did you do it? Did you not do it? What was the problem? Simple. 5 minutes in the morning, plan your day. 5 minutes in the evening, review your day. Simple. Next, remaining 8 minutes. So it is a 18-minute rule. Thus, nikal gaya remaining 8 minutes. What it says? Okay, let's say if your working hours is 8 hours. The rule simply says after every 1 hour, after every 1 hour of work, okay, and so on. Let's say you're working 8 hours. So the rule says you rest 8 minutes. After every 1 hour of work, take 1 minute break. Okay, and just ask yourself, did I use my time productively? Simple. Was I productive? Did I use my time productively? Guys, it's not basic. Even a student, school going children can apply this. Okay, every single hour, just ask this question: was I productive or did I waste my time? Guys, देखो, human being का एक very beautiful thing is when you keep asking this question, and if you are wasting your time, एक self guilt will start coming to you. अरे यार, you say you want success, and since past 2 hours you are watching social media only. You're watching television only. You're not doing anything meaningful with your life. You're just wasting your time. That self-realization will improve you. But right now, what is happening is because we are not asking, we are not reviewing our own self, we end up wasting, let's say, full day, and we don't even regret about that because we don't study ourselves nice. So that is what simple 18-minute rule says. All in the morning, plan your day. In the evening, review your day. And then after every 1 hour, just ask a question: was I productive or not? What I was doing with this, and then set up an intention कि next 1 hour I'll be a better person. That's it. Okay? This is what is the 18-minute. But guys, we are going to apply this 18-minute in the manner of a Pomodoro technique. Okay, so it is going to be a bit different, a bit like more. This looks very narrow, like 1 minute के लिए सोचना है. It really looks like क्या बात कर रहा है, 1 minute में क्या होता है, मैगी भी 2 minute लगती. Right? So let's take a combined system. In the morning, yes, we will do the planning. In the evening, yes, we will do the review. So these two things are okay. But during this daytime, instead of following this rules of 18 minutes, we want to replace it with a Pomodoro system, which is going to cover whatever this 18-minute rule is saying, but it is a more proper system of working. Okay, a more proper system for working. Now, what does it say? Okay, there is a website called as Pomodoro. It says work in slots of 25 minutes. 25 minute के slot में काम करना है. You have to work with focused attention for 25 minutes. After that, you have to take around 5 minutes break. So by that way, 30 minutes का combination होता है. So this is how your 30 minutes will look like. 25 minutes focused work, then 5 minutes break, and then again 25 minutes focused work, and then 5 minutes break. Again 25 minutes focused work, 5 minutes break. Nothing but in every 30 minutes, work very focused for 25 minutes, then take a 5 minutes break, and do it for 2 hours, and then take a 15 to 30 minutes break. Let's understand the reasoning behind it. Guys, I have practically been to very complicated projects where in one sitting we had to work a lot. Okay. And guys, I know what happens is if you're really working with that intensity, okay, as an end result you get exhausted as in drained, no mental energy, no physical energy, mind ekdam khali ho jayega. You will feel like let me just sleep, let me eat something. Full drain ho jata hai. And guys, with that drained energy you cannot really work on more complicated items. This is a problem which happens with many people in the IT industry. They get drained by working in a focused manner, and once you get drained, you don't feel like working on next complex item. Ideas will itself not come. So what this Pomodoro system is saying ki, you put some 5 minutes break in between so that this refreshes you. The work focus for 25 minutes, then take a 5 minutes break. In the 5 minutes, your energy levels will be restored so that next 25 minutes you will be able to work even more stronger. And if you work like this, and then after every 2 hours, you're taking a 15 minutes break, you will realize if you work with this kind of a Pomodoro manner, you will be productive for around, let's say, 10 to 12 hours. Understand the big picture of this. If you apply for 10 to 12 hours this kind of thing, in the end you will be getting results, you will be like peaceful, you will not be mentally exhausted, and you will be in a calm state, and then you will get the result. Versus if you work in one shot, you cannot work more than, let's say, 7 to 8 hours. It's also a big time. Now you can imagine long term productivity. You can get 10 to 12 hours of focused results versus in one shot. If you do it, you'll just get it 7 to 8 hours of productive result. And that is where Pomodoro technique is like something very popular. Many people use it and people get results in that. Okay. But now important thing you need to understand what exactly to be done in this 5 minutes break, because that is important. Otherwise, pata chala 5 minutes break mein jaake so le rahe ho, that's not going to work out. If you again go and take a sleep, next 25 minutes may you'll be like, okay, what I was doing. So don't again make your body lazy. These 5 minutes break is also having something. You have to first move away from your working place. While we were in office, we used to completely keep moving here and there. Maybe go to a coffee machine or somewhere outside in the balcony, somewhere. Okay, move away from your working place. You have to physically move away because mind ko refresh karna hai after 25. Okay, next, take few deep breaths. Here you can introduce, drink some water. Guys, water is so much important, right? Just imagine if all throughout the day you are drinking water, easily 2 liter, 3 liter water you can finish. Otherwise, it is such a big problem for people to finish water. They are like full morning till evening, only 1 glass pani piya, right? That doesn't work out. Water is important for health, and you can just plug it as part of your Pomodoro. Fill up a bottle, always keep it with you. Okay, like I said, right? So always this bottle with you, and make sure you drink it. So drink a few glasses of water and then add this 18-minute rule, which is, was I productive in last 25 minutes? And just set up an intention. Next 25 minutes, I'll be focused. Simple. Just telling to yourself, okay, last 25 to acha kaam kiya. Next 25 also, I'm going to stay nicely focused. Now, what will happen is with this simple kind of break, your mind gets refreshed to chalo, let's go back and let's do stuff. But now, one important thing is, while you are working in this 25 minutes, it has to be focused work. 25 minutes focused work. What does this mean? You cannot do it by sleeping. You cannot do it by lying on the couch. You need to be really there. You need to take, okay, I'm working on this task, physically be there, involved in that task. Even if you feel like moving here and there, don't even go to toilet in this 25 minutes. Be at the work, look at the task and finish it there. Avoid taking any phone calls. Be focused on the work that is there. If you feel like sleeping, say no, this 25 minutes I have to work. Maybe in this 15 to 30 minutes, take a 10 minutes nap if you feel like. But thoda sa guys, be a bit disciplined. And then when you do it like this, initially you might not feel like doing it. You might feel like, let me do this, let me do that. But then you have to train your body. Can I sit at a place? This 25 minutes, I allow my body to work only on this task. I am not going to move away from my place. You have to give that strong instructions to yourself, and then slowly and steadily you will realize your mind will learn, your body will learn those things. And then once you start getting in this focus, then you start properly tuning breaks. And when you do this all throughout the day, you will realize you will start getting maximum value out of your day. Simple, guys. Anybody can apply this. Okay. Now, there is this very beautiful thing. It is easy to apply and it is easy not to apply. You might just say, "Kya tracking karenge, Janet?" It's very easy not to apply and it is very easy to apply. Anybody can do this. And that is where there are so nice websites for doing it. You don't have to do it by your own self. Okay. I'm just sharing this screen. Just look at this. There is a simple website, pomodorotracker.com. That's it. Pomodoro-tracker.com. You just use this website. Here they are starting 25 minutes timer itself. You start the timer, the countdown starts running, start working on the task. And when it is finished, just click on the stop. Okay. It will automatically happen. You don't even have to click on it. Once the timer goes to 0, it gives an alert, give done. And then you take a 5 minutes break, uska bhi timer rahega. And then when you want to start the next Pomodoro, you just click on it and start. And here they have even shared what this technique is about. So whatever we spoke, it is just that. Okay. How it is useful, I would say, ke, thoda sa just read about this thing, ke, what exactly it is. Okay. So fine. Let me paste this as part of the chat again, wherever we are maintaining. And guys, देखो, these are the differences between who will get results in life and who will not get. I know that there will be some of you guys right now very much making determination ki from tomorrow onwards, I will really try to do this and all. But there might be some, they might say, okay, we will think about it. But guys, that attitude is not going to work. Okay, you need to really do things and take actions to change yourself. Okay, immediately after this call itself, all these notes which are there, I will share it into our internal WhatsApp groups. But before that, let's take the attendance. And tomorrow we are going to discuss about corporate communication. Okay, so it's going to be a communication day, and from day after tomorrow onwards we are going to start getting into IT related topics and stuff like that. Okay. So guys, any questions that you have, you write it up today. So maybe tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we will do some Q&A where we will take all those questions, and then slowly we'll get into IT topics, and then week 2 will progress, and then week 3 also is going to be a lot of about IT industry stuff. ठीक है. And guys, yes, many of you came today morning 6 a.m. So I would really like to congratulate you for taking the first step to change your life. Okay, and that's really brilliant. And join tomorrow as well. Okay, code I'm saying 6767, and this is the attendance link. Okay, Alok is asking, is there any app for tracking the matrix? Okay, so honestly speaking, I have not explored for it. So I would say ki Google it. You will be able to maybe find some apps also for that. People might have definitely done it. But agar nahi ho raha hai, to simple in your OneNote, you can maintain those kind of 4 titles, and whatever work comes, just plan it as part of that. Okay. So, but yeah, it is possible to do it. Okay, somebody is asking another question in the chat. If we teach all these things to our brain. If we do all these things by giving rules to brain, okay, then will we become like a robot? Okay, ठीक है देखो, yeah, it's a valid question, but you need to understand, देखो क्या होता है, our life always runs in a pattern. The nature, the universe works in a pattern. Okay, and guys, full IT industry is successful because it runs in a pattern, right? There is a way of project starting, project finishing, sprint starting, sprint finishing. And if there is a pattern, you can study what is the problem with that pattern, and you just have to improve that pattern so that lifelong results will change. If you don't do that to your own human system, if you don't do that, you will never be able to solve your own problems because you will never find it. And then always life will be ad hoc and scattered, and problems will always keep coming. But if you really put your life into a structure, and then whenever a problem comes, you just have to fix that portion, and always you will be happy. That's how systems, patterns work. So if you don't do all these things, you live an ad hoc life, automatically problems are going to come, but you will not even know why these problems are coming and how can you one time fix these problems. You will take one thing, fix it, but again the same problem will keep appearing again and again because there is no structure. Okay, so they go, to some extent ad hocness is required. Yes, weekends pura ka pura, keep it random, but whatever things are repetitive in your life, try to put it into a structure so that you can really get more results out of it and make your life simple. Basically, because of systems, processes, patterns, life becomes simple. With ad hocness and unstructured thing, slowly and steadily mind will get so much scattered and eventually you will be lost. Okay, what should I do with my life? And that's a tough thing. Okay, so maintain the right balance, how much pattern, how much not. Okay, weekends generally I keep it ad hoc. I don't have any much targets on weekend. It is chilling, this that, but when I work I try to get it good. Okay, okay, Dibesh is saying that there is some habit tracker kind of app, so I'll just paste this in the group chat as well. Maybe you can explore it. As you go, there will be a lot of tools. Come up with a determination. Yeah, I will do it. Okay. So yeah, I pasted the link. Dibesh shared this right now. Habit tracker. Just give a shot. Let's see what kind of habits and all that comes in. Fine. Anybody else having any questions with regards to today, yesterday? You can put it in the link. Okay. Okay. No questions. Fine, guys. Then see you guys tomorrow morning 6 a.m. and then we will be doing the next thing. Okay. Fine. Thank you, everybody. Take care of yourself. Yeah, Ankit has asked a question. It is IT related. Maybe we'll take it up as part of some IT conversation.